I did not expect to be making this video today. What's up everyone, my name's Joe and today we are talking about Wednesday. And no, I'm not talking about the weekday, I'm talking about the new Netflix show which I've seen people talk about a lot, but I didn't really think of it much. I didn't know what it was. I saw one trailer for it and it was like, okay, sure. But on Sunday I didn't have much to do, so I said, okay, why not try it? Started the first episode and binged through the whole thing. I couldn't believe how good this show was. Especially, I have never seen anything to do with the Addams Family. I've seen some posters, but I've never really watched it because when I was a kid, I didn't have much TV. Or at least not this kind of TV. And so I didn't know anything about the Addams Family. I came into it completely blind. But man, am I convinced now. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite shows now, at least for a while. I loved it. I really loved it. And it all starts with the characters. Just Wednesday Addams is just so... I'm not gonna say likable because she's not supposed to be likable, but she's very cleverly written. She is relatable in some ways, for some people at least, and it's hard to describe, but it's just a feeling that comes up like it's an actual interesting character, interesting new character for me that I've never seen before, and I'm just engaged all the way. And that comes with a great supporting cast with Enith, who's just the complete opposite of Wednesday and just contradicts her so well, but also they fit like a glove together, and I loved it. Then we can't forget the music. The music is brilliant. There is some Pink Floyd in there. There is some Rolling Stones in there. There is classical music in there. The Four Seasons cover is incredible. And it just builds such an atmosphere that you can't help but just want to spend more time in the school in Nevermore, in this awesomely designed old school that has so many secrets and people in there that you just want to know more about. And that leads straight into the next thing, which is the costume design, the creature, especially the creature design, and just the production design in general, which is brilliant. The creatures look phenomenal. The werewolves look really cool. The magic looks really cool. It all looks a bit surreal, which is supposed to, I guess, but that's what's so good about all the old shows that you remember. All the old monsters, all the Alfred Hitchcock monsters, they're all practical effects. They don't look how you think they would look. They don't look perfect, but that's what gives them charm. That's what makes them memorable. That's what makes them make me like them. And this show just does it so well, and it just pulls me back into a different time. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the story. And the story is just, it's so engaging. It's so interesting. There is twists, there is turns, there is payoff. There are things set up in the first episode that get paid off in the last episode. And I know it's gonna happen, but it's not the kind of thing where you're like, oh, okay, this is gonna happen. I know it's obvious, but it's obvious, but in a good way. Like, I am waiting for it to happen. I cannot wait for it to happen. I want it to happen. And then when it happens, it's just like such a celebratory moment. I'm like sitting in my chair and I'm like, woo! And it's just so well done, and the foreshadowing is great, and the story is great, and every time you think you found the mystery, or you know what's happened, and then there's another twist coming, and something you didn't see before, and they lead you in one way, and you're like, oh, that makes sense, okay, and then it's something completely different, and it's not like that it's just forced different, it actually makes sense that it's different. And at its heart, it's just a great story about friendship, about magic, about everything that you like, about fantasy. As a child, I would have loved this probably even more, but I already love it now. So this is definitely one of my favorite shows of the year, if not of all time. But I could go on singing the show's praises for hours and hours on end. So I'm gonna leave it here for today. Tell me what you thought about it down in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.